Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to Houston Life. It is July 17th. I'm Derek Shore. Courtney has the day off, spending some much-needed time with her family. She will be back next week for all of those who have been asking. But in the meantime, we do have a very great show planned for you today with some very special guests who you'll meet in just a moment. We're going to tell you who they are. But first, you might recall last week Lauren Kelly did that challenge week, right? We know she is down for anything. And the last couple days when she was filling in for Courtney in the co-host chair, she told us about a problem she had with a dress she wore on yesterday's show. And in fact, I think we have that video she posted on Facebook.
So, a secret about today's dress. It's super cute, right? Love it. Haven't worn it in forever. I broke the clasp putting it on this morning. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have anything else to wear. So, fashion school expert graduate Paul Shelton has given us a very creative solution: duct tape. Wow. Hey,
I think it looks better. Yeah. You need one on the other side so it'll match. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no. But Lauren, the duct tape leaves some residue behind, I'm assuming. Lauren joins us now from next door in our green room. And I understand you've come up with some sort of challenge that you're going to try today, also involving tape. What is it?
Well, you guys know that duct tape is end-all, be-all, and it really saves a lot of things. And we thought, why not see if I can make an article of clothing out of duct tape? I've got friends who've made wallets and headbands and purses, and I thought, if I can do all the challenges you guys had for me last week, I can definitely make a shirt, at least, out of duct tape. So, Derek, I got the supplies. Would you like to see the supplies today?
Sure, yeah. Wait, a whole shirt out of just tape?
Okay, so we have this as a model. It might be a dress. We may end up as a dress with this duct tape. But we got regular duct tape. We have blue duct tape. We have white. And we have pink. So I'm open for suggestions, just like we did last week. We're going to start a Facebook Live, so if our viewers have any tips on this duct tape not sticking to my skin, because it's very sticky, we do have a pair of scissors.
Wait, and Lauren, tell us why
just in case.
You're doing this? How did this all start?
So it actually is very timely. Duct Tape, the brand, does a contest every year for high schoolers. And they have to make prom dresses and tuxedos out of duct tape. And it's happening through the end of this week. And we actually have a picture of Peyton Mankar. She's a high school student who made a COVID-19 prom dress. This has gone totally viral all over her Facebook and Instagram page. It took her 395 hours to do this, 41 rolls of duct tape. I've got 6 rolls of duct tape and a pair of scissors in just under an hour. So we're gonna see if I can do this.
Okay, well, that sounds like a great challenge, and I'm glad you showed the photo of that woman who created her own dress. That truly is incredible. I can't imagine it would be very comfortable to wear. Today, I know the rain has stopped outside momentarily, depending on where you live, and I know they say it's a couple degrees cooler, but it is so sticky outside. I felt wet the moment I got out of my car, so maybe you should see if it holds up in the wetness outside.
Good news is we're not putting this in the pool, and I'm not going to wear it out of the building. We're just going to wear it just to see if I can actually get it to hold up on my body. So we'll see what I can come up with. Maybe it's a strapless or some cute little fashion design with an HL logo.
Yeah, it sounds really cute. Perfect for work. Maybe after you finish it, you can go walk through the newsroom and say hi to some of our team members over there. Before I let you get to work, Lauren, we do want to point out that today is also World Emoji Day. So you and I, we recreated some of our favorite emojis. I think we have those pictures we can pop up on screen to share with our viewers. Mine was the scream. I felt like it was... I can't say it's my favorite emoji, but it was an easy one to recreate. Which one did you do?
I chose the 3 that I use all the time. In the purple shirt, the girl that is like, I don't know, what's happening? Yes, please. And oh my gosh, SMH, shake my head, because I use those the most for sure.
Shaking my head. I certainly do that a lot myself. Okay, Lauren, well, thank you so much for that. Get to work. Have a good time. And to our viewers, go ahead. Why don't you guys recreate your favorite emojis? Send us a picture. We will get to some of those a little later on in the show. And Lauren, we're going to see you in probably about 30 minutes. Okay, so as promised, we do have a number of special guests on today's show. You guys know Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank? She is incredible, and her story also incredible. We're going to sit down and chat with her a little bit later on, but we also have a handful of special guests today, and you have seen them before right here in studio. It's hard to believe it's actually been a year and a half. It was holiday time of 2018. My gosh, that was a year and a half ago. So that's my sister Elizabeth on the right. And then next to her is London, then Bella, then Samantha and Scarlett. They are so much fun to hang out with. And it's unfortunate that during COVID, we haven't been able to see each other. Nobody's been flying in our family, but we do a lot of FaceTiming. But 6 months ago, when we were home for the holidays, the girls told Brandon and me they wanted our feedback on this medley of songs that they were singing. Okay, so we knew they had done this video. At that point, they told us, we did this video, like, tell us your feedback. And we knew they could sing, but at the time, we didn't realize just how well they could sing. So just a few months later, when that video, after being posted to YouTube, hit more than 4 million views, I think it's at like 4.5 million views now, they decided they would start their own YouTube channel about a month ago. So here's a little preview of my nieces and their latest song, originally recorded by another friend of Houston Life, KT Tunstall.
Wrong, but you're right. My heart's beating wildly. Strange how I'm scared but delighted, afraid but excited too. Do you long to be left all alone? Set apart with a heart made of stone. Let me help, let me in, let me learn. Won't you let me in all the light that it shows? To be left all alone, set apart with a heart made of stone. There's a light that you shine, there's a love, I see it in your eyes. All the dark, let it go. You're not alone.
I mean, they can sing, am I right? So good. And even this video was a surprise for us. We got a link that the video was ready, and look, there they are. There's Scarlett, London, Bella, and Samantha joining us live from their home. Oh my gosh. Guys, can you unmute so we can hear you? Are you muted on the screen? Don't worry.
Don't think so.
There you go. Now we got you. We can hear you. You all look great. And why don't you start, Scarlett, we'll start over with you. Why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us how old you are, just to refresh our viewers' memories.
Well, my name is Scarlett, and I am 7 years old. I'm London, and I'm only 9 for 9 more days. I'm Bella, and I'll be 12 in about a week.
And I'm Samantha, and I'll be 6 in 1 week.
Okay, Samantha, I'm pretty sure your birthday is in October, so that's still a few months. That's still a few months away, but that's okay. That's okay. We can celebrate your birthdays early. Okay, so girls, seriously, what I just said was so true. When we were home for the holidays, and I remember sitting in Grandma Sharon's living room, and you all said, well, we recorded this video, and we want your feedback before we post it to YouTube. I mean, were you prepared for this video to explode the way it did? And have you been tracking the views? You realize it has about 4.5 million views now.
Yes. Well, we really didn't know that we were going to make music videos. Like, we were actually tumbling when we got our first invitation to a performance.
Okay. And I know you've stayed really, really busy. You are homeschooled, I should point out. My sister Elizabeth is a miracle worker. You're homeschooled, but you stay really, really busy. Typically, before COVID, you would be in tumbling, in ballet, in theater, you play soccer. You're very, very busy. So when did you realize that maybe you were onto something and you should start your own YouTube channel? Because that's a lot of work.
Well, we got asked to do a bunch of performances, and then we actually had a videographer ask us to do a music video with him. And that was the one that hit 4 million, the Frozen 2 method. It was when we saw Frozen 2 that when Olaf said, Samantha, we were like, yes, we have to do this video with RJ. And yeah, that's how it happened.
Now, obviously, I've known each one of you for quite some time now. If my memory serves me well, I was in the delivery room when each one of you, except you, London, I wasn't there when you were born, but the rest of you I were. And you've never sort of been the type to, I don't know, talk about becoming YouTube stars, right? That's not the goal here, right? I feel like we should clear this up with our viewers that y'all are just regular kids.
Yes, we are regular kids. Don't worry. We just wanted to spread messages to bring hope and happiness for people who are feeling sad in this time. So, yeah.
Well, I think you're doing a really great job. And you know, our viewers here at Houston Life, the first time they met you on the show, when you came down to visit with Mom and Dad a while back, they fell in love with you, of course, and you did sort of like a holiday crafting segment on the show. And it turns out, I mean, nobody knew that COVID was coming this year, but you all have stayed really, really busy. And Scarlett, I know, again, you guys are homeschooled, but typically you're accustomed to going places, but not for the past few months. You've been stuck at home, huh? How's that going?
Well, it's actually quite fun. Every day we make it a great day because that's all we can do to help COVID.
Wow.
So we started up this challenge, and it's called the Agility Challenge, where you have to run a 9-minute mile and dribble a basketball 100 times and do all sorts of crazy, fun things.
And how often are you doing this agility challenge? We're seeing you right now running through the neighborhood, working on your golf swing, climbing. It looks like Dad got into the juggling action. So is this something you're doing every single day? And what's the goal?
Well, the goal is to build coordination, strength, and when you work out, we all know that we feel happy. And I actually want to talk about one of the challenges, the 9-minute mile.
Whoa.
Hey guys, how fast can you run a 9-minute mile?
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can even run a 9-minute mile, Scarlett. That's impressive. That's a pretty good time.
Well, actually, my time was 7:45.
What? Okay, I didn't realize, Scarlett, you were so fast. I knew you were a good runner. Maybe a marathon or a triathlon is in your future?
Well, I'm really an Olympian, but my dad is a really fast runner, so that's where I got it.
You could be an Olympian if you wanted to. You could do anything. How are the rest of you all doing with the challenge?
Pretty good. Yeah, my highest time is like 9:10 or something, and I'm pretty decent at rope climbing.
Yeah, you guys are great at the rope climbing. That's a really tough thing to do. I always get rope burn on my hands. And Samantha, how are you doing with the challenge? It looks like you're a great little runner.
Well, I can run really fast.
You can run really fast. I love that you're 5 years old. That is such a good age. Talk to me about some of your art projects at home, Samantha, because I know that Mom sent me a video of this sort of like art wall that you have at home where you display a lot of the things that you've created. We're showing some video right now of the art wall. It looks great. It looks like you're using all kinds of materials like, I don't know, grass from the yard, some ceramics, even some yarn. So you make art out of all kinds of stuff, huh?
We've colored rocks and painted stuff.
Yeah, and it all looks so good. Those little yarn kitties are great. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, you sent Brandon and me a little care package full of yarn kitties. We love them, and we are not allergic. But Samantha, do you have another little art project you want to show us?
Hey, Derek.
What?
We have a surprise for Brandon.
You do?
You think he'll like it?
Oh, it's so great. It's so great. Oh, wow.
I think this one's too big to send.
Wait, did you made those?
Yeah, they're crocheted.
Oh, my.
Mom crocheted the pink one. Bella crocheted this one yesterday. They're still in the making, but they're pretty fluffy and fun.
They look fantastic. What kind of animal are they?
Well, they're unicorns, but like we said, they're still in the making. So currently they're horses because they don't have horns.
Oh my
Horses
gosh.
don't like-
I think they look perfect exactly as they are. Thank you so much. We love your art projects. Now, during COVID, I know that things have been strange for a lot of people, and it's been strange for you not to be able to get out of the house and see your friends at church or, you know, all the other activities that you do. But London, I understand you wrote a little COVID song, and this is one of the things that my nieces do all the time. You give them 10 seconds and they'll write you a song and sing it and harmonize. So, London, do you want to sing your COVID song? Please tell me it's not depressing.
It's not. It's not depressing. It's actually quite funny, and it is called La Historia de 2020.
Oh, okay. Well, go for it.
El restaurante está cerrado. El museo está cerrado. El café está cerrado. El país está cerrado.
Oh, bravo. And my Spanish is a little bit rusty, but I think you're saying the restaurants are closed. Did you say the country is closed?
Yes.
Well, you know what? We will look back on this time, and hopefully at some point in the not too distant future, things will be back open. But we got to stay safe, right, and wear those masks. So, Bella, during this quarantine time, I understand you came up with a brand new holiday. Tell us how that all happened.
So, I know some of you viewers out there, if you've read the Gregor books, I created Underland Day. So it's a holiday based off the Gregor books. And so the Underland is kind of just a place where all these big, creepy creatures live. Well, I actually made a poem to kick it off. So here it goes.
Okay.
It's Underland Day, there's no time to waste, so put on your bags and let's make some haste. Our first destination, the Regalian Palace, where young Queen Luxa rules without malice. So hop on a flyer and come down with us. It isn't too scary, but yes, dangerous. Flyers, crawlers, spinners, gnawers.
All make way.
It's Underland Day.
Wow, great job. Did you memorize all of that?
Yes, Bella made it up.
That, you know what? That is awesome. And one of your skills that I think is so impressive, typically you can hear a song just one time or two times and memorize it. Where does that come from? How do you do that?
I don't know. It just comes naturally, I guess. Magical memory power.
It just comes. Well, listen, we're just about out of time, and you know that Houston Life, we're currently live right now. You guys know you're live on TV right now in Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's normal. No big deal. So calm. I get more nervous than you do. Well, next month we're moving to the 3 p.m. time slot, and you know we're going to change a few things on the show. We're going to update the set a little bit, and I think we might be getting a new theme song. So how would you feel about writing and singing a little theme song for us? Do you think you could do that in a few seconds, or do you need a little?
Yes. Okay, Scarlett. What do you think? Ready? Oh, I'll go play the piano.
What? The piano?
Yeah, the piano. This song is actually composed by Bella, but I picked up a few things.
Okay, you got about a minute before we got to take a commercial break.
Okay. It's gonna be good.
Okay.
Houston love, yeah. Derek and Courtney in Spotlight. How's that for ya?
That is so great. That was such a great ad lib. Oh, I wish I could just reach out and hug each one of you. You all look so great, and we miss you.
You're so close, but so far.
So close, but so far.
Through the screen, but that would break the computer, so we don't care to.
Yeah, and I don't know you get very far. Well, listen, it's always so great to see each one of you. Scarlett, London, Bella, Samantha, and I know, again, London and Bella, you have birthdays coming up later this month. Scarlett, yours is September. And Samantha, yours is next week in October. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, it's so great to see you. I love you so much. And let's FaceTime again later this weekend, okay?
Oh, yeah, totally. Let's do it.
I love you too. Bye-bye. We do on our Houston Life page on Facebook, we will post a link in case you want to watch more of the girls' videos. They are so much fun. That was quite a treat. My little guest co-hosts for this Friday, July 17th. All right, after the break, Shark Tank star and real estate mogul Barbara Corcoran shares free advice on how to help small businesses rebound during COVID-19 and after. We'll be right back. Welcome back. For years, she has been investing in companies who are trying to make it big on her TV show, Shark Tank. But after the COVID-19 shutdown, she's now helping regular folks to keep their businesses afloat. I chatted with real estate mogul Barbara Corcoran about her remarkable story to become a millionaire and also her advice for local entrepreneurs. I've been a fan of yours for a long, long time. A lot of people, they see you on television. Of course, they know you from Shark Tank and the Today Show. Let's go back, though, to before you became this self-made businesswoman. A lot of people might not realize that in your 20s, you were really hustling, working as a waitress in a diner.
Yes, well, nothing wrong with that. I was the best paid waitress. I got the biggest tips. That has to count for something. But I really had my first lucky break working as a waitress, which was my 22nd job, as I had worked since the time I was 11. And in that particular job that night, a man walked in, ordered a cup of tea, and he became my first boyfriend. And it was he who loaned me the $1,000 to start my real estate company 1 year later.
And that real estate company, fast forward to 2001, you ended up selling your brokerage firm for, what was it, $66 million?
Yes. Not only did I sell it for $66 million, I put it in my checking account so that every time I went to my Citibank machine, I could get a receipt out that said $66 million on it.
That must have felt really, really good. So describe to us the fire inside you. What did it take for you to take that leap of faith, leave your job at the diner, and become who you are today?
Number one, you have to realize I had nothing to lose and nowhere to go but up. If things didn't go well, I'd return to the diner or get another diner job and become a waitress again. It wasn't any big deal. I was happy as a waitress. It wasn't like I aspired to anything special. So taking a flyer on a real estate company might sound more important, but it really wasn't. I was opening doors for people, showing them little apartments to rent. And so one job seemed pretty much like the other until I realized the very important difference was I was working for myself. I didn't have a boss. And if I was motivated before, with a boss on my back, I sure was motivated when I was the boss. And I realized I never wanted to work for anyone again. That was paramount to my success, knowing that I was a phenomenal boss.
Very empowering, I can imagine. Of course, Barbara, over the last few months, we've seen so many small businesses, micro businesses really, really struggling. We see it right here in Houston. You're doing something that's really cool. You're offering this seminar that's free for anyone who wants to tune in and get some of your sound business advice.
Absolutely. It's a whole series of webinars, and it starts on July 22nd. Why it's so important is I'm doing it in conjunction and partnership with AT&T Business. I've always learned in my life that if I had the right partner in anything, I could accomplish anything. I never worked alone. Anything I ever did, I had the right partner who had an opposite skill set to me. And together, the 1 and 1 equaled about a 5 in any business that I was in. We're going to teach people what they got to do to get their head on straight and what they have to do to go back to their workplace and really get their engines going, and what steps they have to make the business bigger and stronger, so that when they come out of this thing, whenever the thing ends, and none of us know that, they're going to have fewer competitors and be a bigger business than they started off with. But it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of smarts, and we're hoping to provide all that smart thinking.
How do people tune in?
It's so easy. It kicks off on Wednesday, July 22nd. You go to 888barbara.com to register. You get all the information that you'll need just to get right on.
And Barbara, just any parting words of advice for some of these business owners out there who really are struggling to find a light at the end of the tunnel right now? It sounds like you have a great attitude, and even during your business setbacks, that you were able to just sort of bounce back and know things would get better. But what sort of parting words do you have?
The only thing you're lacking in a bad time, if you're in small business and you want to get ahead, is the attitude or belief that that's really the way it is. And I'm a walking, talking example of exactly that is the way it is, because that's the way business life is. The worst times are the best times. And if you can get through it, you come out of it and you become bigger and stronger with less competition than you ever dreamed would be possible. And so you have to bear in mind the fruits of that energy now, what you're running for. Rather than thinking, let me wait it out, oh my gosh, poor me, poor me. I've also noted that the minute an entrepreneur thinks, oh, poor me, it's over. You can't blame your problems on someone else or shirk that responsibility. You got to get busy and get going. And so it's really a headset thing.
Barbara Corcoran, you are a fighter, you're an inspiration, you got a lot of fans out there, and thanks so much for doing what you're doing to help these small businesses get back on their feet.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
What an incredible woman with an incredible story. In case you do want more information about those webinars, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Just look for the Scene on Houston Life section. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back on this World Emoji Day. Some of our viewers have been leaving comments on our Facebook page. I think we're going to show some of them right now, starting with Lenny there. Oh, look at that cutie. A little devious? I don't think so. The tongue out? That's a great emoji. Nicely done. We also have Joey, Olivia, and Katie, who are going to show in just a moment. And in case you want to see some of the other submissions, you can visit our Facebook page. Very nice. What did we all do before we could... Oh, there's Katie with the upside down. I don't get it. What is the upside down smile about? What does it mean? Can someone let me know? In any case, you all look great. Anyway, it is a lot of fun. All right, when we come back, Lauren Kelly's been working on a duct tape challenge, and we're going to check in to see how she's doing. Oh, wow. That is really something. We'll be right back. Well, it was a wet and sticky morning out there today. Why don't we get a check of the weather with meteorologist Eric Brate.
Hey, we finally got some rain here in southeast Texas. I haven't heard any complaints so far. We are drying out in the Houston area. The main event is pretty much over with. So temperatures are down a little bit, 70s and 80s where the rain has fallen. The humidity hasn't gone anywhere, though, so it still is soupy out there. Temperatures in Huntsville, Brenham, Columbus, low 90s where we haven't seen the rain yet. And as we head through this afternoon, I think the rain is pretty much going to die out by the time the evening rush happens. In fact, for most of the afternoon, I think we're high and dry. Just a few stray showers possible through about mid-afternoon. This evening, dry. Temperatures holding in the 80s, I think, through this evening. So if you want to take a stroll through your neighborhood, take your dog for a walk, take a bike ride, you should be in great shape. Heading into the weekend, we are going to see things bubble up again in terms of showers and thunderstorms. Here's a look at the extended forecast. We've got 30% chances for rain both Saturday and Sunday. Typical summertime fare, highs in the mid-90s.
All right, we'll take it. Eric Brate, thank you so much for that. So if you missed Houston Life yesterday, Lauren Kelly was co-hosting with me, and during the show, she told all of us that morning the strap on her dress had broken, but she wore the dress and just fixed it with duct tape because she didn't really have any other options. Well, today we gave Lauren another challenge, and this time it was to make a shirt using only duct tape. And Lauren, I still don't get it, but I know you're in it to win it. So how's it going?
I am so into it, and I've got to give a shout out to our photographer, Paul, because he's helped me come up with this very creative, very Katy Perry style, bright, fun, and colory, almost dress here. So look, this is where we're at so far. We're not trying to keep the duct tape on my yellow shirt that I had on before. So everything is going to be essentially removable. I should be able to take it off and put it back on. Our viewers on our Facebook Live are giving us options and different pointers of what we should do. Like we're going to add some blue straps and something, maybe a little special design right here on this little apron.
Okay.
This apron place. But I don't know, Derek, what do you think so far?
You know, I think I'm a believer. I think it's looking really, really good. I'm confused, though. What do you mean you're going to be able to take it off and put it back on? How can you do that?
So maybe, I think we'll be able to cut the back.
Oh, I see.
And then take it off, show you what it looks like, and then just put it back on and tape it back on to my size. It's very tight. Duct tape does not have enough breathing room. It's not very giving.
Does it feel heavy? Does
So
it feel
very,
sweaty?
very
What is it like to wear that?
No, it doesn't feel heavy. Now, if I were wearing a dress like the girl Peyton, who's went viral, that prom dress, this for sure would be heavy. But I mean, we've got like 5 rolls coming right now, and it's been very light, and it's been sticking to this shirt, so that's what's keeping it from hitting my skin. It feels nice. It keeps getting stuck in my hair right here, so I keep feeling it like yank out my hair. But other than that, it's not bad. I like smelling like duct tape. It's okay.
Did you hear what you just said? You're like,
Fashion
yeah,
forward
it's
Friday.
sticking to my hair and ripping my hair out. But other than that, it's not bad. Yeah, just rip a little hair out. No big deal. Oh, man. Okay, well,
I'm going to go back to the emoji that I always use.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. It is looking better than I had imagined. So keep up the good work, and we're going to check back in with you here in a little bit. Sound good?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Isn't it weird? She's in the green room next door, and we're still dealing with the delay. Oh, technology. It's only so good until it's not, right? All right, still ahead on Houston Life, it is Finance Friday. We've got 5 tips to help you diversify your investment portfolio. What you can do right now to get the highest return with the least amount of risk. We'll have that next. Has happened in the financial world since the start of 2020. And if you want to make sure you've been making the best decisions for your investments, certified financial planner and president of Shakiba Capital, Trevor Shakiba, has 5 tips to help us all. Trevor, it is good to see you. Just now during commercial break, we were joking about how 2020 really has been kind of a disaster, right? And you've been coming on the show from the very beginning, almost 4 years now. You've talked about this concept of diversifying your portfolio. And oftentimes, when we're talking about investments, it's sort of like speaking another language for a lot of people. So really just break it down to the basics. What are we chatting about?
Yeah, no, I hear that a lot, Derek. And one of the things I hope to do on Finance Friday is really simplify so people can understand what they need to be doing with their money and their investments. And so the first thing I just want to point out, Derek, a lot of people don't know this or they wouldn't believe it, but right now, the S&P 500 in the market is essentially flat for the year. After everything we've been through, believe it or not, if you invested on January 1, you would basically be right where you're at now. And that's a shock to many people. So this is a great time to pause. What happened to your portfolio? Like what actually happened over this crazy 4 or 5 months? And so what is diversification? It just means not having everything in one basket, not just everything in one company. You need to have a multitude of different investments that hopefully spread your risk out, allow you to target a good rate of return, but reduce your risk as much as possible.
And how would someone know if they are maybe not diversified enough? You just mentioned that the market has a lot of people's accounts maybe look exactly now as they did 6 months ago. But how would we know if we weren't diversified enough? Would we actually see a decrease in our accounts right now compared with 6 months ago?
Well, I think the main point that I would ask the viewers is, did your portfolio and investments do exactly what the market did? So if you go back to the end of February, we were all riding high, and then it went down exactly with the market, 35%. And now you're right back up. You may not be diversified because you're just following the market, basically. You need to have different types of investments that zig when the market zags. Make sure you've got a multitude of different things. And that's why I'm advocating, take a look, get a second opinion, go to another advisor, make sure that you've got the right mix. Now's the time to do it.
Okay, so get a second opinion, maybe even better, get multiple perspectives to weigh in to ensure that your accounts look the way they should. Let's talk about like what people are actually invested in. Diversification by location. Essentially, you mean there are ways to think that you are diversified without actually being diversified, and it all boils down to your advisor, right?
Yeah, exactly. So a couple mistakes on the next 2 points I see a lot. Number one, people will have multiple accounts and advisors and think they're diversified, but what they've really done is they've just diversified by location, but they still own the same thing in every single account. Like Apple, for example. If you own the same fund or the same set of companies in every account or with every advisor, you're not really diversified. So that's my point. True diversification means having a mix of different asset classes and investments.
Is there anything or any such thing as over diversification, Trevor?
Yeah, absolutely. I see this one a lot too. So again, just having 1,000 different companies or say 60 different mutual funds, that can be over diversified. You really only need maybe 12 or 15 different index funds or mutual funds, if you will, to get really diversified. So remember, with investing, you don't want to just have a bunch of stuff that you can't track. You need to be consolidated and simplified so you can really stay focused on your long-term financial goals.
And you mentioned, I believe in our second point about what was happening to people's portfolios in April. If we've been seeing our portfolios zigzag, up and down, and this applies to anyone, right, with investments, a 401k, whatever type of investments you have, let's not forget about real estate, because while there is a lot of volatility in the stock market, real estate seems to have been proven to be a little more stable. Is that true?
Well, look, I'm a big advocate of real estate. That's what we're doing now at Shakiba Capital. So I might be a little bit biased, and there is no perfect investment. But what you want to have is different asset classes that react differently. So real estate can provide control and stability in times of duress, especially housing, single family rentals or apartments, which I'm a huge advocate of. Basically, what I'm trying to really convey here, Derek, is to find the right balance. For the viewers out there, find the right balance that fits you. And now's the time to do it, because we've had one heck of a 6-month period all over the place, incredible volatility. Pause, look and see if you need to make adjustments. And look, 2020 is not over. We still have an election coming up. So make sure you've got the right allocation and make sure you're prepared for the rest of the year and targeting those really important goals moving forward.
And Trevor, before we let you go, I mean, you've always told us do not make financial decisions emotionally, right? So if we see the market going down, don't panic and pull out your investments, right? Let's just look at the other side of that coin, though, and say, there are a lot of people out there who just would prefer not to look at their account. Maybe they're not as diversified as they should be. Their money is just sort of sitting there, maybe creeping along, getting a little more return on their money. What about people like that who just are not, I don't know, just paying attention? I guess that's a terrible way to phrase it, but how much attention should we be paying?
Well, Derek, I think you should be paying extreme attention to your money when it comes to your investments and building wealth towards your, those financial goals that you care so deeply about. But look, you don't want to make decisions based on emotion, but a very close second would be, not paying attention to it. That's where finding someone you trust that is an expert, like a certified financial planner, can really be so important. Get that second opinion, interview multiple advisors, make sure they're a CFP, and lay out that plan and get going. But yeah, just keeping a ton of money in bonds or in cash, not knowing what's going on, is a critical error. So I would advise everyone to make sure you pay attention.
Yeah, the right advisor is going to cost you a little bit, but they can also make you a lot of money on that back end. Trevor Shakiba, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a great weekend. And as always, if you would like to connect with Trevor, you can visit ShakibaCapital.com. All right, after the break on Houston Life, we'll get a final check-in with Lauren Kelly to see how that very fashionable duct tape clothing challenge is going. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back to Studio B and Houston Life. So glad to have you with us today. And in fact, during the commercial break, Tex joined us in here. He's back there on the couch taking a little nap. We'll get a shot of him before the end of the show. But in the meantime, why don't we go ahead and check back in with Lauren Kelly. She was given that assignment to refresh your memory, a duct tape challenge in which she had to use the materials. Oh no, is that an HL on your dress? She had to make a dress out of tape, and it looks like it worked.
Hey guys, what if I walked right outside of the studio? Would you wave hi to me, or would you be super embarrassed to even acknowledge me?
Oh,
but
wow.
I think we did a really good job. It's like a candy striper, more of like a Halloween costume outfit, but look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
We got the HL, we got the HL stickers, we have the straps, we have the waistband. It's a little uneven and it's sticking to my hair. I've got these that are my bracelets as accessories now. See?
I think they look really, really good.
Thoroughly used only duct tape.
Wait, Lauren, are you tethered, or do you have the capability of actually walking out of the green room and going through the newsroom to show off your new look?
Walk.
Do you have
Would you like us? Oh, to the newsroom?
In the newsroom? What? All right, don't be afraid of the newsroom.
Oh my
Do you have your
gosh.
mask?
Okay.
Grab your mask.
Okay, let me grab my mask. Oh goodness, where did I put it?
It's got to be in there
over
somewhere,
here.
right? Okay, perfect. I just want to be sure you are
got it,
complying with our safety policy here. Just a reminder to our viewers,
God.
everyone wears masks throughout the buildings. Okay, so you and Paul wander out.
Yes, they absolutely do.
And listen, don't be shy. When
They're
you
gonna
get...
think I'm crazy.
Okay, you got to hustle. You got to hustle out there. Don't be shy.
Okay.
I've never seen you walk so
look,
slowly,
there's Jerry,
Lauren.
our general manager. Hi, Jerry. What do you think? He said I look beautiful. See, he gets the approval. I'm just going to go say hi to the anchors.
No,
in here.
go
Do
to
you
the
think they'll let me
newsroom,
in?
not the control room. Go to the newsroom. The other way, Lauren.
Studio A, right?
No,
The other way?
newsroom.
Oh,
Go in the
God. Okay.
newsroom. I
The
know
other
what you're
way.
doing. You're trying to find the
other
spot
way.
with the fewest people in the building. Yeah, you're not getting out of this one.
Nuh-uh.
Go into the newsroom.
Oh
and
my God, there's so many people in here.
Come on, you can do this.
Hey, guys.
Okay, now, Lauren, you
Hey.
got to yell to
Hi,
everyone.
Byron.
Hey, it's me,
Hi,
Lauren
Vanessa.
Kelly from Houston Life.
Oh,
Come on, keep
hey.
going.
Hey, it's me, Lauren Kelly from Houston Life. Oh my God.
Come on,
Oh
go
my
a little
God.
deeper into the
You guys,
newsroom.
This is a very quiet newsroom.
Come
Oh
on,
my God.
we'll make some noise.
I
Wake
think
those
they have a
people up.
meeting. Oh my gosh. Hi guys.
Okay.
Hey Andy Serota, what do you think of our outfit?
Now put your hands up and
What do you
spin.
think?
Do a twirl. Do a big twirl.
Okay, we got a twirl. We got a big
Put your
twirl.
and
Hi.
once again, hey,
Hi,
it's me,
everybody
Lauren
in the
Kelly.
KPRC newsroom. Hi. Hi. Can everybody say hi and wave?
Say hi, wave. You're
Thanks,
live on
Derek, for
Houston
that.
Life.
They're like, get out of our newsroom. This is for real news.
I
Oh,
can
my
see
goodness.
Craig there and Daniel
remember
and
when I
Ruben.
Hey guys, there's not that many because we're socially distant, but yeah, hey, bye.
Bye, Byron. Bye, Vanessa. Oh, bye, Jerry.
They didn't really think that we were live. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're just gonna walk right back through. Hi, thank you. Oh, thanks so much.
Our show
Oh my
is
God,
really
you
that
guys.
weird. You know, Lauren, I was just
remember when I
joking.
told you that I wasn't really sweaty?
Yeah. Oh, that changed?
You were joking, Derek? Oh my goodness.
No. Was that Aaron Wishy who just
Oh my
passed
God.
you?
I have to go take this off now.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Aaron. Hi, that was Aaron.
So I was joking with Jerry Martin, our GM, just a bit ago about back when Houston Life started. I swear people in the building pretended they didn't know us. They were like, oh, those weirdos. And they would kind of, you know, cover their face and slowly walk away. But now they can't ignore us, right?
No.
When you're strutting through the
Now
newsroom
they are
wearing
for
duct
sure
tape.
never gonna come near me ever again. They know never to talk to me again. Way to go.
I am pretty sure they just realized
Can I do
just
a-
how awesome you are. Nicely done, Lauren Kelly.
Thank you.
Bravo. Bravo. You are such a good sport, and I
Okay, let's put this back
apologize
on.
for that. We did not plan this whole newsroom bit, but I'm glad it
no.
worked out.
No. It's very, very fun. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back with more Houston Life. Don't go away. Oh, little. Coming up Monday on Houston Life, Pecans of Hope will meet the local college student who opened a candied pecan business during quarantine to help spread hope and happiness to others. Always love a feel-good story like that. And in the meantime, thanks so much for hanging out with us today on Houston Life. We had a great Friday, didn't we? I mean, I know the rain and the lightning and thunder was sort of a way to start the day, right? But it's going to be a great weekend, guys. And before we go today, I did enlist the help of my nieces once again to help us say goodbye. We're going to pop them up on Zoom in just a second. But girls, we couldn't say goodbye without giving you a little love from a special guest, Tex, who we didn't see at the top of the show, but was here in studio taking a little nap. Can you see him?
Hi, Tex.
Samantha, Tex loves you. Do you remember when you cuddled with him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, what do you say we kick off the weekend with a little Houston Life dance party, huh? Cue the music.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Texie, do you want to dance? Yeah? What do you say? All right. Oh, even a disco ball. Look at that. Big budget, high production value. Thanks so much to all of our guests. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll see you back on Monday. Bye, Texie.